Ballin' since I was a jit. Right before Oakland and filming the skits, I had to go to get rich.
Welcome to the edition of the Javiiurena podcast. With me, I have a special guest with me today, here to talk about his story of soccer, what he's been through. Pitman High School star, now attends Ottawa University, plays soccer for them. He's going to tell us a little bit about himself. Ramsin Larios. What's up, Ramsin? How you been?
Hey, good, man. I appreciate you having me on here, bro.
Yeah, of course, man. I had to get you on here. You know that. All right, so
Yeah, especially if you're doing, man, you're doing great things out here, so appreciate you having me.
Yeah. So start off with soccer real quick. How'd you get started off with soccer? Like, what made you want to play?
And, well, I started off playing different sports when I was young, but then I decided, soccer was really the thing when I was like around 12 years old. So I was like, you know what? I just started playing. It's just something my dad grew up playing, and I like watching him play. And every time we went outside and kicked the ball, it was just fun for me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this serious. And then I've been playing since then.
No, yeah, because I remember like growing up, we grew up in Keys, kept playing outside my house. I remember a few memories we have when you like blasted the ball in my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Remember that? So,
yeah, the good times. Yeah,
yeah,
there's some good times, bro. Yeah.
So
definitely.
we'll take you back a little bit, back in the past. So like middle school, you played for 7th grade team,
Yeah.
the Spratling Middle School. So like, what are some memories you have there, or even it was 8th grade, I believe. Like, what are some memories you have there?
Yeah, man. So 8th grade, it was just fun, especially with Mr. G. Some good times. He was a good coach. He was a good guy. And then especially like all my boys, all the other guys. It was just fun playing around. You know what I mean? And then it was just fun. We grew up playing out in the road, like you said, by our house. But then when we actually played as a team, it was just super fun. I enjoyed it a lot. Some good memories from there, definitely.
Shoot, best memory I have of that. I remember you scored like a half field goal in Shoutout Christian. I don't know if it was half field, but it's pretty fun.
Oh, when I cut inside,
yeah.
Yeah, when I cut inside and I hit it over 90. Yeah,
you scored some bangers, bro. So like now entering middle school to entering middle school to high school. How different was middle school and high school? Obviously, you're different, but like, how much of a change did you have to make?
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was a big change. I mean, you're playing with kids in high school that are playing, travel soccer and all that. I feel like in elementary, like junior high, like a bunch of kids didn't really play outside of school. So it's just something, they played. But then once you get to high school, it's really a lot of kids that play travel. So it's a different level of competition. Yeah. And then I just, I had to train more, I had to take it more serious since I was playing with, kids that were like really good. So, just about taking it serious. That's what I really had to do.
So like freshman year, now we're going to freshman year of high school. Like what some memories you had your freshman year of high school in soccer?
Man, freshman year of high school, it was kind of difficult because you're making that transition from like we went to a small middle school to like a big high school, and it was just getting to know a lot of teammates. You know what I mean? It was we had guys that were sophomores and we're like all freshmen, so it was just looking up to them and seeing what they do. So maybe we want to be where they're at. So it's all about just competing and having fun. Like every day at practice, we would just have fun. The coaches, the players, we'd have a good time. Especially we had a good team too. So it was just fun playing with everybody.
And then your freshman year, did you play JV or varsity? Varsity, right? Or JV?
No, freshman year I played JV.
Okay.
That varsity team when I was a freshman was like really good. They had like Fernando, Adolfo. They had a bunch of guys that were really good on that team. So yeah.
So now entering your sophomore year, you go next big level. We go to varsity. So like, what are your expectations for yourself that year, if you remember?
Man, I just wanted to learn. Really, I just wanted to get better and learn. Sophomore year, I wasn't really expecting a lot, playing a lot, but I did get to play. It was a good experience, playing against, those seniors that were more physical. It just made me more physical. Got to learn from a lot of the seniors. We got some good players. It was just fun. Overall, it was like a lot of fun. That's probably one of the funnest years I've had playing soccer, especially in the high school level. We had a good team, and overall, it was just a good experience.
And your sophomore year, how'd you guys finish exactly? Like, would you guys place?
Man, we made it all the way to section finals, and then we lost. I think we lost like 2-1, but it was a really close game.
It was, yeah.
I can't remember who it was. I don't know if it's Granite Bay or Jesuit, but it was a really good game. We had them the whole time, but we just couldn't, finish our opportunities. But it was good.
So like that year, same year, I don't know if you remember, like your road to the section final or state. How like in the playoffs, who'd you guys play if you remember?
I know Granite Bay was one of them. I can't remember the other two teams, but once you get to those,
The top level
sections, yeah, it just basically the best teams around. So it's good competition,
Yeah.
a lot of good teams. So you got to really be on your A game when it comes to that.
Now you're junior year, one of your better
Yeah.
years. So like junior
Yeah.
year, what are some expectations you have for yourself? Like, where does the team going in your eyes?
Junior year, it was just basically we lost a lot of seniors. So basically, it was just coming in and trying to take over that role that they left. You know what I mean? So just went in, played basically like every minute of that season, and especially got to play with all my boys. And I was transitioning from a different club team, so it was a good experience playing with like Miguel, like Jesus. It was super fun. That year, I don't think we did as good as the previous year. It was just a lot of young guys. We didn't really have that like crazy experience, and we were missing those seniors that really helped us out.
Yeah.
So, but that prepared us for next year. So it was good.
But wasn't your junior year like you guys still had a great season? No.
Well, we did. We still had a great season, but
Yeah.
I think we made it to. I think it was like quarterfinals.
Okay.
I know we weren't ranked the highest when we entered sections, but I know we played like Modesto High, and they were like ranked like 2 or 3, and then we upset them at their place. So that was probably
exactly.
you guys. That was one of the best memories.
That.
Yeah.
Now entering your senior year, probably one of your favorite seasons. So rank that like, how exactly did that go for you guys?
That was probably one of the best seasons that I had playing soccer. I got to play a bunch of different positions. I know Coach wanted me to play a little bit everywhere. I started playing up top. Scored a couple goals the first couple games, but I just wouldn't drop back. I started at the 10, but I just wouldn't drop back.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'm playing high school and stuff, but I just wanted to score goals. But once we got later on into the season, we had to take it more serious. So we had to, find the right position for me to be able to help the team overall. And then I think I started playing like 8 or 10. So I took it from there. And then once we got to sections, I moved me to right back. So it was just basically Miguel and me on that right side just dominating. And then we had Jonathan up top. We had a lot of good players, man. We had Tony, David, Ramon. We had a lot of good guys, man. It was a super fun season. I know we messed up. We messed around a lot at practice. Sometimes we wouldn't take it serious, but it was fun. We had Coach Sergi, Coach Mercado's. It was just great, man. Everybody had good vibe. Everybody kind of knew what we were wanting to do that season, so it was good.
Now you guys obviously that season didn't end how you guys wanted. You guys lost to Rockland, right?
Yeah, it was. I think so. I think it was Rockland, I believe, that we lost to.
Yeah.
I know we were missing a couple players that year. That game especially, like Jonathan, he was like our top scorer that season, and definitely took some roles like Chente, Fernando, good guys on that team that stepped up, and that's what got us that far in that season.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember, I watched you guys. You guys had a hell of a team, That like based off that season too, like who was your guys' top scorer?
I think it was Jonathan and me. We're tied. I think we're tied, but Jonathan, deserved to be top scorer, especially because he had a lot of goals that came in the season. Most of my goals, like it was really just like preseason, but we still played some good competition. Every game we had was good competition. But Jonathan, stepped up and had some great goals overall in the season. But a lot of guys getting on the score sheet that year. So we had goals coming from everywhere.
So now combining all 4, going to the crosstown rival Turlock. So like, I know you had some great memories. Again, tell me a little bit about you guys against Turlock High.
Man, freshman and like sophomore year, we're kind of going back and forth. You know, it wasn't really. It was like more competition. They had a really
Yeah,
good team freshman and sophomore year. But once junior and senior year took over, it was just plain domination from us, man.
yeah,
We just dominated every game. I know. I know we beat them at like Stan State when we played. We beat them like 5-0 that game. That
I
was my
remember
junior
that.
year. I got to score that game
Yeah,
too. That was a good game. And then senior year, yeah, we beat them every game except that last game. It was like senior night, but a bunch of seniors weren't playing that game. So
yeah,
I think we tied 1-1. But I know when we played them at their home, I think we beat them 3-0.
yeah. I remember that game.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about that
yeah,
game. Actually, that 3-0.
yeah, 3-0. It was good, man. I remember. I think that's the game Miguel scored, and
Yeah,
then he went to the corner. He went to corner flag, yeah, and he did that celebration and couldn't
yeah.
play after that. Yeah, that was fun, man. And then I gotta I gotta get a goal that game for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. You
And that
scored
was
that
probably
banger.
that's probably one of my
Yeah,
best memories.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, when the keeper was coming out and two guys were around, I just chipped it over him. Yeah,
yeah.
that was fun, man.
So like throughout, including your competitive like soccer, your college level, high
Yeah.
school level, competitive level.
hmm
Name some of like the best teams you've ever played with.
Teams, well, obviously, um, without like, I mean, all the teams I played for really got me to where I am today. They all played a special part in my career. Um, but definitely when I got to Monarcas, my level, my playing style definitely elevated. Um, Without that, I mean, I still had good coaches in the other teams, like Coach Morgan, and now he coaches at Stan State. We had JP, we had Coach Dave when I played at Turlock FC. But once I got to Monarcas, it just my game elevated definitely because every single guy on that team definitely brought it every day. So we had definitely good coaching staff.
Yeah,
Without Coach Jordan, he really helped me a lot. Definitely elevated my game, and I appreciate him for doing that.
yeah, for sure. Talk to me about Monarcas a little bit because I remember, shoot, you guys were what ranked at one point first
hmm
in the nation or state?
In the nation, we were ranked number one in the nation for
Yeah,
a while, so it was good. When I first got to that team, it was kind of like in the transitioning because they were at the top of the game. But then when we got to that team, we got a new coach. We got Coach Jordan. Um, we started playing a different style of football that a lot of people didn't see. We started playing
yeah,
like tiki taka and stuff, and then you didn't see that at soccer. So our parents weren't really happy because we weren't getting results because it wasn't working out because it was just like, they weren't used to. Just like, man, every guy on that team, they had different characters. But we all brought it. Once it came down to game time, we brought it. I mean, um, I know it kind of reminds me of college now. Every single practice, every single game, everybody brings it, and college or that team, I wouldn't want to play with any other guy than them. So definitely, Monaco was a good experience. Good coaching, the parents, everybody, just the whole club in general was great. And I appreciate them for giving me a chance to be able to play with them. So.
for sure. Probably, yeah. I remember one time I went to watch you guys and you guys just tore the house down. It was like when you guys were at the top of the
Mhm.
level. So now I'm moving away from that real quick.
Yeah.
So like now I want you to name like a few of the best players you've ever played with in your eyes.
Man, I wouldn't be able to say that because I mean I play with a lot of
No,
players.
exactly, but like just like
I wouldn't
just
just
at the
want
top
to
of out of the top of your head, like I know you played with hell of a player, played with a lot of good players
like just in Monarcas or like overall, like in
all
general for
over.
like before college,
Before college, high school, competitive,
all over.
college, all over. Yeah,
Okay, I mean before college because I mean right now in college I play with every single
no, yeah,
guy on that
exactly.
team
Like in
is
college,
special.
shoot, everyone there is
Uh,
good. Everyone's there on top of the
yeah,
level. Yeah,
yeah, but in before high college, I gotta say like Miguel dominated right back for sure. Jonathan, different. His level of playing was crazy. A bunch of guys on that Monarchs team, like CJ. Um, Kev, we had a lot of good guys. Alex, Jesus, great goalkeeper, man, and one of my good friends. I got to play with them in high school. So, you know, but we had, especially in high school, we had a lot of good players too, because we had a lot of guys coming from different clubs, like David, Izzy, and Tony. We had a bunch of those guys, like Brandon, as well. But there's basically every single guy I played, they were the top of the game. So
Yeah,
it definitely got me better and made me want to improve every day too. So
for sure. Yeah. So throughout all those,
yeah, and then especially you, man,
me,
especially you helping me out. Yeah, man, you helping me out. I wouldn't be able to finish or anything. Every time we would go train, we'd go train all the time, bro. And I
yes,
appreciate you.
sir. Yeah, for sure.
You know, we get each other every day. Yeah.
Definitely, like it's probably like going to me now for a little bit. It's because of you that I stayed motivated for a while too. Even now, it's just like we kept going. You know, it was fun times.
Yeah, yeah, especially in the summer when we keep grinding, you know, yeah, get you better and you get me better. So it's all about pushing each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
like sticking there, like what keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated, man? It's hard, man. I got a lot of things going on in my life, you know. I just got to keep, grinding. You got school. School's important, man. It's not just about going to play college soccer right now.
Exactly,
it's also school. But what keeps me motivated, just being able to come out and play, you know. I thank God every day for letting me come out, giving me 2 feet, giving me be able to run, walk, and do all I can, because there's a lot of people in this world that don't have the opportunity to play. So I don't take that for granted.
For sure, definitely. Yeah, you gotta keep pushing yourself. You know. So now,
Definitely.
like in college soccer, do you have any like humbling moments? You're like, oh shit, I'm in college. Like I'm in college ball right now. Like anything that hit you different?
Yeah. So freshman year I got there, man, and it was just a new school, new players. So it was kind of, it wasn't really that college feel. But then when I got to sophomore year, we got a lot of new guys, a lot of guys that were transferring from different schools. So it's kind of a humbling moment to be able to see, what I was from freshman year to year. The guys that came in were definitely, they made me push myself even harder because it was a different kind of level that they brought in. So I definitely take that as a humbling moment.
Yeah.
Because without them, I wouldn't have pushed myself as hard as I did.
Exactly. Yeah. So sticking in that part of your game, like what in your opinion, what do you feel your strongest point of your game is?
Man, well, I played defense, man. I feel like defending is part of my game. I'm aggressive. I like to get into tackles.
Okay.
I'm not afraid of, getting in. And I like going against, at training, I like going against, the best guys we got, because that's the only way you get better, man, going against the best. So
yeah,
I like to, improve every day. So definitely, I think defending.
So now sticking on same part. So now what's something you can improve on in your game?
Improve on. I feel like every day. I mean, there's a lot of things you can improve on. I feel like one specific area is probably more attacking, because I played left and right backs, so it's more the the attacking wise. I could hit crosses, I could do all that, but it's more like combining with the midfield and all that. I feel like I could work on that a little bit more. Also, my defending. Even though that's probably my best attributes that I have, I still have to work on that defending aspect, because that's the only way I'm gonna get better at that. So I feel like those are the things I really got to work on even more. So
for sure. All right, so now going to, I want to know who growing up as a kid, who's your favorite soccer player watching? Like who inspired you to be the player you are today?
And I could tell you, I mean, everybody grew up watching Messi and Ronaldo. I mean, those are like basically our idols from our generation. So I grew up watching them, but I grew up watching like a lot of like America players, like Cabañas and like,
Cabañas,
I remember watching like Gerardo Torrado when he was with Cruz Azul, and so, but definitely Messi and Ronaldo were one of the guys that every game it was a good game when they played at Madrid and Barca. So
yeah,
man, it's great. It's great watching it. Also, like, even though he's not like a player that everybody talks about, but like Philip Lahm.
Philip
Philip
Lahm.
Lahm was like one of the players that I like watching a lot because the way he played was just so simple, and his defending was like, man, like he made it look so clean and easy, and I enjoyed watching him. You know, it was a little bit different. I like watching Dani Alves because Dani Alves was crazy,
That was
man.
crazy, yeah.
He was probably one of the best right backs of our generation. So I like watching him as well.
So like those are, so I'm assuming like obviously those are players that like you're like, oh shit, I want to be like them, like defending wise. Guys like Marcelo, Dani Alves, Philip
Yeah,
Lahm.
oh, definitely. Those are the guys I looked up, especially, you know, like Dani Alves and Marcelo. They had more of that attribute of attacking and hitting those crosses in and combining. And I like watching that. But Philip Lahm is more the tactical part of like where you got to be as a defender,
Yeah,
or you know, making those tackles in like specific areas. So, you know, I take everything from, you know, from every guy and what I watch. So kind of, you know, try to put that in my game.
yeah, for sure. All right, so now going back to competitive in high school, even college, like who, like
Mm-hmm.
say, for example, like Pittman, who are like, or two or three players that like are
Mm-hmm.
always like right there with you, like a big three, kind of like in basketball. Who is your big three?
And I gotta say, I gotta say Miguel and Jesus, uh, definitely guys that you know that I played in high school and in club soccer that really, you know, we push each other every day. I mean, we would drive every day an hour to go practice. So every time we would go to practice, we wouldn't mess around. We would actually take it serious because that's the
Yeah,
only way we're gonna get better. So I feel like Miguel and him were definitely the two guys that I enjoyed playing with a lot.
for sure. Shoot, you guys were a hell of a trio, I'll tell you that. Um, so now,
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
what are some like funny moments you've had playing while playing? Like, it could be on the field. Actually, yeah, on the field, like some funny moments you've had on the field that you're like never forget.
Funny moments,
Yeah,
man. I've had a lot of funny moments. Just as a team. Like it just watching your teammates. Sometimes your teammates do some crazy stuff. You're just like, wow, like I like teammate try to do bicycle kicks when the ball's not even near them. It's like, you why? How do you even try doing that?
yeah,
And
no,
like
true.
one of my boys got hit in the head. Like he just someone just blasted the ball at his head and he just like fell over back. And I was like, he I think he had like concussion. He couldn't play for like a month. It
Oh
was that
fuck.
bad because he got hit so hard. But it
Yeah,
was like it was funny at the moment. But then after that, it was just like, damn, we didn't know that it was that bad. But every time we watch that video, because we got that on video, so it's just so funny
ooh,
watching.
yeah.
But
No, yeah, like
personally, I don't know. I ran into benches and stuff, like try to do like a tackle or something. I ran into benches. I've done all that, but there's just basically every game, every practice, there's something funny that goes on, you know.
yeah.
So it's always fun.
Now I
Yeah.
know the game of soccer, like you get intense, like the game gets physical. Is there any like altercations that you'll
Right.
always remember? Like it could be any type, like any side of the ball, soccer, high school, college.
Okay. Uh, I know in high school we would always get into, you know, battles with Merced. Merced
Okay.
was like I feel like I seen Merced as more of our rival than High at that time. Um, no, my senior year, we had a big fight with Merced.
I remember
I
that,
know one of
bro.
the guys like pushed one of our players to the ground, and I came over there and tried to like, you know, push that guy off my teammate, and then it just got crazy, and that's why we couldn't play our senior night because of that. We were suspended for I forgot how many games, but they figured out a way to be able to play section. So it was pretty crazy. That's the one I really because it got pretty crazy.
Yeah, dude, I was right there on the sideline. I'm like, dude,
Definitely.
like that fight got hella
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
No.
it got. I wasn't expecting it to go that way, but it got crazy.
And then didn't you guys get in a fight? I believe like your probably sophomore year too, or junior year, like with another Merced school too.
Shoot, I think it was like Golden Valley. I think that we
I
got in
think
a
so.
fight with as well. I think it was at home. I think I remember that one too. But I think both those games I got red cards.
Oh
Both of
my.
those games
Oh
was
yeah, yeah, you did. Yeah,
terrible.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, both the and then half the time I wasn't even doing anything. It was just me trying to like break people up, and then they come and try to put me and stuff. So you know I get it at the moment, but
Yeah.
yeah. I don't think like in college. I don't think I've had like teams that we've gotten into fights with, but I know in high school definitely had some.
For sure. No, yeah, like so there's fights. Okay, so like now I want to hear you say like what like some of your best goals. You know how you mentioned one against Turlock. Do you have any other ones that you always remember?
Yeah. I know against Merced, I remember that one. They were beating us 1-0, and then at halftime it was 1-0. They were winning, and then we came out. I know one of our teammates scored a banger, and then right after that, I scored another one. So basically, we shut them up, and then we were just balling out, and that's when we got into that big fight. But definitely, I scored. I forgot who laid it off, but it was outside the 18. I just hit a rocket, man. I just hit one on the side netting. That's definitely one of the goals I remember. And what else? I know in club too, the goalie cleared it, and I was like a little bit by like the circle, the halfway line, and I just tied it, and I just volleyed it back, and it just went upper 90. Man, I hit that, and I remember that one still.
Best feelings on the road, right? When the ball goes in the net, huh?
Definitely, and especially when you score a screamer, it's just a different feeling.
For real, bro. Going back to that Merced goal, right? Not the one before you, right? You said someone scored a banger. Was that Dino Fernando Salas?
Yeah. No, that was after me. So he scored the third goal. I think it was Maui. Yeah, okay. Maui scored the first one. Okay. I know he's hit a screamer.
For sure.
A banger against Merced, definitely.
Yeah, dude.
But I know Fernando hit that. He scored that other one at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like that year, I'm just telling you, like there were some talented players on that team.
Oh, definitely, man. We had talent everywhere, all around the floor. On the field, we had talent, definitely.
For sure. So, like, to end things off, like, do you have any words of wisdom for the audience out there? Like, anything you want them to know?
And just for all the young guys out there, just keep working out. Just keep working hard. I know we're going through a hard time right now with all this coronavirus and stuff, but just keep working hard, man. Don't let things get in the way. And especially if you want to play at the next level, college, and keep your grades up, man. Even though you guys might not think grades are going to get you somewhere, but your grades will get you somewhere. So, keep that up, and just like and subscribe to Javi's channel. Definitely, you gotta do that. Yeah, you gotta do that, man. He's doing great things. So definitely go ahead and check him out. And I appreciate you having me on the show.
For sure, yeah, no problem, bro. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
All right, bro.
Thank you very much. Take care, bro. Say hi to family.
Mama, I told you we gon' be okay. Whipping the bench and she live in LA. Tryna thank God, but don't know what to say. Don't call.